Hey everybody, welcome to the first video I've had in a few days on the channel. We're going to be playing AI War 2. I'm very busy the next couple of weeks, so these videos are going to be a little more laid back and unedited. But I just got the new DLC for this. There's 5 tutorials. We're going to run through those together. Let me turn down the music just a tad. I think I turned it down too much. There we go. Single player tutorials, basic planetary controls. Welcome to the first tutorial of AI War 2. This one's about moving the camera, plus selecting and ordering units. Currently, we're looking at our starting planet. Let's have a look around first by moving the camera around. First, move the mouse cursor to the edge of your screen. This will move the camera around in that direction. That can be pretty annoying for some people though, so you can turn it off if you want. Let's try something more conventional. Use the WASD keys to move your camera around to make progress to the next step. Now try zooming in and out. You can either use the scroll wheel. Okay, we're just not even going to read all that. Lastly, you can hold Q on your keyboard, or press the 4th mouse button. Okay. We have noticed that what appears to be some form of ship. This is an assault frigate. To select it, either left click on it directly. It's an engineer. Where is it? Metal harvester. Assault frigate. There it is. Now you'll want to select some target for your frigate. There are a few target drones we've set up beforehand on this planet.
Coming right up.
Tell your frigate to attack one. Simply right click on it. Destroy all of the drones. Shooty shooty pew pew. Pew pew. Keep pew pewing.
All weapon systems.
Keep pew pewing. What this game's about. Pew pew.
New bearings plotted.
This tutorial has been completed. Yeah, that was easy. Welcome to the second tutorial. This one's about using the galaxy map, sending our view to the planets and moving our unit between them. Currently, we're looking at the starting planet, blah, blah, blah. We can either press the tab button on the keyboard or click the current planet name in the very top left corner. Murdoch. This is the galaxy. There's not much to see right now. You can move around in the screen just like the planet view. Currently selected planet is highlighted in a white circle. So there you go. See the names of the planets. Hold the control key. If you wish to have this on permanently, it's an option in the setting. I might turn that on permanently. I like it. We want to take our view to Midlander. To do so, click on it to select it, then either press tab. Again, there we go. Hello, Midlander. And a nice little wormhole to planet Murdoch. Now we're looking at an AI control planet. We're going to try attacking this, but first we need to go back to Murdoch and select our frigate. You might have noticed some things to the side when looking around on the planet. These are wormholes. Every planet is connected via a chain of these, and units use them to get around the galaxy. They are also another way of changing what planet we view. Hold control and go back to Murdoch. Is this our raid frigate? We're only going to send one through the wormhole.
Copy that.
Let's send you to Midlander. Use this frigate and then send your wait for it. There's some enemies here, so we'll probably want our other frigates to come as well. That's what I was thinking. Why you just tell me to do them all?
The course has already
There.
been plotted.
First, sign up for it and then get back to the galaxy map. Oh. Oh. Okay. This tutorial has been completed. Okay, that was way simpler than I expected it was going to be. Basics of fleet and building. Welcome to the third tutorial of AI War 2. This one's about the basis of a fleet system, whichever unit of ours is in, as well as building those units, both ships and structures. You'll see two new units on this planet, a transport flagship and a gravitic battle station. Transport flagship. The transport flagship is the leader of a mobile combat fleet, which is made up of units such as the frigates we've seen before. For simplicity, these specific frigates were kept outside of the system. By hovering your mouse over it, you'll see in the description mention of things such as V-wings, fusion bombers, and concussion corvettes. These are unit types, current and maximum units that are in this fleet. Currently, we don't have any built. Now select the gravitic battle station down here. The gravitic battle station is the leader of a defensive fleet, which is made up of things like turrets and minefields, mobile structures we can use to defend our territory. By hovering your mouse over this, you'll see mention of several turret types and their current maximum amounts. We also don't have any of these built. The last thing has been in previous tutorials, but hasn't been relevant up to now, and that's the home command station. Command stations are how we control the planet and make use of its resources. They are essentially the fleet leader of the planet in a way. This particular station is their home, which if it's destroyed means we lose. It's very much like a king in chess. By hovering your mouse over this, you'll see a bunch of other stuff, like engineers, factories, and some turrets of its own. How about we get building some of the units that these fleets contain? Take a look at the left side of the screen at the sidebar. There's a number of tabs there. Feel free to take a look through, but when you're ready, keep the build tab open. We're going to set up a factory. You'll see a list of possible options here grouped under things such as infrastructure, turrets, other defenses, and station keeper. Every item here tells you the name of it, what fleet it belongs to under that, and shows the icon to the left. We want to build a factory which is very near the top under infrastructure. Click it, then click anywhere on the planet to place it. It won't take long to finish, but feel free to press the plus key a few times to bump it up to 5 times speed to make it go even faster.
As fast as we can, yes, sir.
Alright, it's done. Oh, that's a wall of text. You should now see units coming out of the transport flagship. Yep. When the factory is completed. Factories are how we reinforce mobile combat fleets, currently not at maximum capacity. This is completely automatic and occurs whenever such a fleet is on the same planet, or one adjacent to where a factory is. Units built by the factory simply appear at the flagships. That factory is part of the command station fleet. If you hover the mouse over the one we just built, it'll tell you what fleet it is part of at the top of the tooltip, i.e. for Planet Murdoch. Okay? If you hover over the units that come out of the flagship like a V-wing, you'll see a similar thing. Fleet Strike Harid. Let's try building some turrets from our battle station, which is a different fleet. Look under the turret part of the build tab and do an ambush turret.
It's our time to shine.
Do 3, and let's just go ahead and turn up the speed slightly. While structures such as the factory and turrets cannot move, battle stations can. This is important because we can only build structures from a fleet if the leader is present. After the leader can leave and go anywhere. Naturally, command stations cannot move and thus can only ever have structures on its own planet. Let's try building some turrets on a different planet. Seal the battle station to Sidelander at the top left corner and build some concussion turrets. Good Lord Almighty.
Of course.
Good Lord. To battle station. Send it. Oh. I just heard an explosion. So send it to Sidelander at the top left corner. I hear big old explosions. So we want to build concussion turrets.
On it.
Speed it up a tad. Now that we're looking here, we can see another transport flagship, but it's currently neutral. How about we capture this so we can strengthen our mobile forces? We can only capture things like this if we actually control the planet. Luckily, this planet is neutral already, and we can build our station without a fight. If the AI owns the planet, we have to destroy their station first. However, only a flagship mobile command fleet can build a command station. We need to bring our transport flagship over here. When you've done that, the build tab will now show a command station section. Pick logistical and build it. When it's finished, it will capture or claim the new flagship.
I'll see that it's done.
That's going to take a minute. Now we have a second fleet. This Sinope will jump on our mobile force strength. There are other types of catchable goodies in the galaxy, but they're taken the exact same way. Things such as metal harvesters, of which there are a few here and give us the majority of one of our resources, metal. When the flagship is repaired, the units in the fleet should start appearing as the factory built earlier is working away. We have no need for our fleets to be here, however, so now's a good time to look at the fleets tab. This tab shows all the fleets you currently have, grouped under things such as current planet, mobile strike, battle station, and command stations.
Did you claim important technology, or did we lure you into a trap? You will find out soon enough.
Hello, AI. Both of our transport flagships show up on our mobile strike. The first one called Strike Haridia, and the new one called Strike Halent. Hovering over them will give you some details, such as current and maximum count of our factories in range. Oh yeah. And some other units, some other little bits. If you right click one of these, it will select the entire fleet for us. This lets us order it around together. Left click will open up the management screen for that particular fleet. If you left click on one of the mobile strike fleets, options such as to stop factories from producing units for this fleet, to scrap or delete units currently on different planets, the flagship, or to toggle transport mode will be available. We're interested in transport mode. Now enable transport mode. Bring the fleet back to Murdoch. There we go, and that's it. We got 2 more tutorials left. Let's see how long this one is. 7. Okay. First, let's take a look at the build menu. We're not going to read as much of these. So we're going to get into tech here. That's what I'm looking for. Almost everything we can use is affected by one of the technologies in here. One very important fact is these technologies are not per unit type. Multiple units can benefit from the same tech, and in fact we have one of these examples. If you hover over each tech, it will tell you what units you currently have that it will affect, and what units and fleets you could capture that it will also affect. The resource used for these is science, represented by a blue atomic icon. You can see your current amount on the top, just like metal and energy. We have a few ways of gaining science, but the main one is extracting it from planets we have captured. However, it is not infinite, and each planet only has a finite amount, although it can be reallocated for a cost. Let's try upgrading something. Upgrade core, piercing, and artillery technologies once. What upgrading these is done is upgrade the mark of these relevant units. There is a range starting from 1 at the lowest to 7 at highest. Each mark a unit increases things like health damage and sometimes special effects such as tractor beam or research production. Technology level also affects the maximum capability of units like our V-wing, but things such as metal harvesters will not. Each unit that has marks has a numerical next to it, which has a different color depending on the mark. Starting from lowest to highest, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Part of the strategy of the game is to upgrade the right technology for the situation. For example, upgrading the technology which benefits a lot of units is probably better than the technology that benefits only a few. But it's entirely possible for the second one to be more useful in the long run. There's one last bit of upgrading things we should look at. First, open the Fleets tab. Now that we're here, let's left click on the Murdoch Command Fleet. What this allows you to do is spend a bit of science to upgrade everything on this fleet permanently, even if you lose plans and retake it, swap station is there, and so on. This can be handy if you need a bit of an income boost or an energy boost, and it's usually a great value. You can do the same to battle station and citadel fleets, which will upgrade both the citadels and all the turrets and engineers which come with the fleet. This is immensely useful. Mobile fleets can also be upgraded, but this will only upgrade the flagship. Now we'll go on to the last resource, but first you should build some defenses here on your battle station. We don't want to leave your homeworld undefended. So let's go to the battle station. That's charging the force field. Let's do a bit of a few of those. Right, then we need to move our fleet to Midlander. Once it's there, this is our fleet. This is the transport flagship. Is this the fleet we want? We want the transport flagship. So let's put all of you into there. Yeah, oh yeah. So we're going to move you to Midlander. Our 250 plus. Jeez. A few options here, each shows the cost and hacking points and the duration. Hovering over them tells us what they do. Some target a specific unit on the planet and say what it is, otherwise it's something done to the planet. So blah blah blah. We rolled the entire fleet here because most hacks have a response to them and the AI isn't happy. Until completed, enemies will periodically spawn and try to stop you. This hack is currently not too difficult, and rare few have no response. So we want to let's do the weaken AI turrets.
Hacking underway. Hacking is finished.
Oh, we want to do the Steel AI ship line hack. Oh boy.
Hacking initiated.
So we've got to wait, and not even doing that will it? Yeah, a little bit.
Our hackers have done all they can.
Now you have an extra unit type for this fleet. Now we'll move on to the very last thing, which isn't exactly a resource to AI progress or AIP. The AIP is the main indicator of how aware AI is. The higher it is, the more force it will devote to your presence, and eventually it'll have new behaviors such as opening up wormholes to your backline. There's the AIP. Current AIP value is shown on the top bar yet again with a red mono eye icon. Doing things such as destroying an AI command station will increase this. There are also ways to decrease it, such as destroying structures like data centers. Managing this is crucial to surviving and eventually winning. You must make sure whenever you pay the price an AIP for is worth it, else eventually you will be overwhelmed. So we want to destroy the AI command station. They're all in low. Oh, I need the. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Now they're going crazy. Nice. Take them out. Well, that was easy.
See a rounding error.
And let's just go through the last one. First head of the Odyssey map, okay. Stuff complete. Okay. Planets further out than the unexplored ones are the unexplored ones. A critical part of this status is that our units can even go to these planets. Our starting fleet should have been constructed near this time. Head to the planet Alce and destroy the command station there. Do we have ships here at all? No, we don't. We gotta move them over here. We got 100, so let's set to oust. Oh, frick. Ah, there we are. I'm just blind. Let's go to this. Let's unload. Nice, we did it.
Odds are actually far less than that.
Hacking underway.
Planet Doll.
Hacking initiated.
Nice. Open the Intel tab. And we're done. And that's where we're going to end this video. We'll be starting a campaign in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like on it, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you next time for more AI War.